Hey guys, it's the Diecast Man here bringing you another review. Today it's on the 1/18 scale Bburago Signature Series Ferrari FXXK. You guys saw my unboxing video. If you haven't, make sure to go check that out. I got this car for $60 shipped through diecastmodelswholesale.com. And today is currently Cyber Monday, and I believe that they're having a big sale, so make sure to go check them out. They're awesome, fantastic. Not a paid product placement, but they are just a fantastic site for everything diecast related. So this car comes in white and black, as you know, kind of just sounding a little bit repetitive from the unboxing video, but I highly recommend you go check that out. And now that I've had a couple of days to sit with the car and get to know it a little bit better, now I feel like I'm ready to do a review. So without further ado, let's get right into that review. So starting up front, the FXXK is so cool looking. It's the LaFerrari on steroids, basically. But it just looks, I mean, it's just so much more insane than the already insane LaFerrari. And so starting up here with the front, the funny thing is I normally do spend a great deal of time within headlight detail, and there's really not a lot of headlight detail for the FXXK, just because it's those little slivers there. So for aerodynamic purposes, so I guess I'll just talk about more of that. But anyway, that's just that right there. There's not a whole lot to see. We have this nice sort of gray metallic paint here. It's kind of like a secondary color, and those are going right down to the fans and vents down there, which I'll cover later. And we have these nice little black pieces here. I'm not really sure what they are for. Embossed Ferrari logo. Lots of things going on with the colors. I really like it. The white stripe there, that's really nice. And moving down here, we see number 88 with some more aerodynamic carbon pieces. This car is just all about aerodynamics. And then some, not real mesh back here, but some nice, nicely done mesh, and then more carbon fiber down there. And then there's I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see that, but the tow hook right there. And there's actually like almost a little pathway, if you will. See that of carbon fiber holding the tow hook up, so that's pretty cool. And the tow hook actually is a little bit flexible, so that's pretty cool. And then, you know, the same sort of more carbon fiber there. It looks so nice. One single windshield wiper there, and a cool little detail as well. You can see the Italian flag in between the vents there. I think that those are air vents. You can see that, just the little Italian flag. Little details, and then more carbon, of course, because this car is literally just all carbon fiber. It's so sick. Wheels, we got the Pirelli P0 tire lettering. That was a key feature that they included on the Signature Series FXXK. And then, as you can see, the discs do move through the calipers, and the nice black Ferrari calipers there. And that looks very, very nice with the tire lettering. And then it says FXXK right there. Continuing the number 88 theme, this is the number 88 car driven by Sam Lee, which it does say. If you follow, I don't know how well you follow Ferrari racing. I don't very well. But this is the number 88. I got the nice Ferrari shield right there, and then, oh, look at that, more carbon fiber on the mirrors. That's not like a carbon fiber sticker. That's actually like textured carbon fiber right there. So that's pretty cool. And then that gray metallic thing going on. More up on the roof there with that little antenna. Once again, you can see like all the intakes there. That looks really, really good. There's no mesh back there, which is kind of weird, but there is mesh right there. So that looks nice, and then more carbon fiber down there. It's got FXXK. There's so many exterior details to cover on this car. It's crazy. And then the little fuel cap right there. That looks really cool. And then Sam Lee, the name of the driver. And then look at more aerodynamics right there. We got the vents, and then coming out of the vents, it's nice. They give like that, continuing that swooping like gray metallic color. That's really cool. And then just like the LaFerrari, the engine bay, which I'll go over in just a little bit. And then bringing us to the back of the FXXK, which just looks ridiculous. I mean, you have these massive fins coming off right there. I mean, you can look at that. Look at the sculpture of that. It just looks so nice. And then this little stripe right here. Lots more mesh and carbon going on here. We got the nice diffuser bit, the prancing horse there. Another tow hook, as you do. And then this massive diffuser piece here that I didn't realize how long it actually is in person, but you can see how much this diffuser piece actually comes off. It's crazy. So then the exhaust ports there kind of going in opposite directions, probably more for aerodynamic reasons, and the tow hook there as well, more carbon Looks super nice, and then not a lot of tail light detail, just those one little strips for the LEDs. But just, I mean, this car just looks so cool. Like, looking at the side profile of it, I mean, that just looks so awesome. Alright, so I guess let's change it up a little bit. We'll flip over the car first, where it just says Bburago FXXK, made in China. And then the racing slicks here, just like the 599XX Evo, the Hot Wheels Elite one that I have. And then you can just see like the racing slicks there, just like that. So that's really cool. They even kind of have a little bit of wear on them to show that this car has been used properly on the racetrack. Alright, so we're going to open everything up. We have the front, I'm not going to call it a trunk, but sort of that's where the fans are, so we'll just call it the front. And then the doors, and then the back compartment, which does not stay up, but they provide us with pins, which I will discuss later. So, going down here, just more carbon fiber in there, and then the fans are buried very deep down there. I'm not really sure how well you can see that. Pretty well, I guess, but you can see the fans that are down there, and they take the air from these scoops in here. Yeah, so just lots and lots of carbon fiber down there, so that's nice. Alright, I guess we'll talk about the engine now. So just like the LaFerrari, if you have a LaFerrari model made by Bburago or Maisto, you have the little pins that go right there, and then it just sits in place like that. So that's really nice. Alright, so engine detail, more carbon fiber. I sound like a broken record about carbon fiber, but that's just the way this car is. And then these sort of like, I don't know what you would call it, maybe telematics cables or something. I'm not really sure what those are. You can let me know, though. I'd be totally open to comments about that. And just the nice V12 down there, says Ferrari up there. Looks really, really good. Bburago, I mean, even though it is a signature series, just Bburago in general has really been stepping up their detail. I really got to give it to them. And then a brake light right there that's actually inside the glass, which is pretty cool. And then you can just see the pins there. So there's like little, I probably can't see that very well, but there's like the little pins right there, and then right there. And then they just kind of latch in, and then you can just bring this piece back down, and then the engine just closes. It's really cool. Alright, interior detail here. More carbon fiber, and so we'll take a look at the pedals down there. They're kind of, the detail's kind of weird on those. They're really big. I'm not really sure if that's, I mean, it's probably oddly accurate, but it's kind of weird. And then the door panels are just covered in carbon fiber with like the little window opening there. Can't really see that very well. The lighting is not very good today. Yeah, and then the Ferrari steering wheel with all the buttons right there. And I don't want to call it a center console, but just kind of your little command center there with all of your buttons. And then the Ferrari tack. It says, it's nice that they made a new sticker for the FXXK right up there. And then there's your sort of passenger view with some more vents. You can see it does say FXXK on the seats, which is pretty cool. And then a little warning label right there. Let's get the autofocus. There we go. So one thing I do want to note is that these seats are like full wraparound racing seats, as they should be. So when you actually close the door, it's going to be extremely hard for me to show you. But when you actually close the door and when you lift it up, you can see that right back on the door, it's really hard to explain, but this piece right here is actually the left wraparound. So the wraparounds for the left and right for the seats are actually like latched onto the door, so that when you close it, they become a full wraparound seat for safety. So you can see here how it's just like half of the seat, and then the other piece that makes it a full wraparound, just like that, is on the door. So that's really cool. And then you can see back there how that seat is fully secured and fully together because the door is closed. So that's a really cool feature. And then of course the little window piece there. It's really hard to explain. I have no idea what it's called. I totally made wraparound up, but you can correct me as you so wish. Yeah, so then FXXK, their detail is just really awesome. I think this car just looks so good. I was so impressed. I knew what to expect from Signature Series quality, but this just totally blew my expectations away. So like I said again, about $60-ish somewhere in that neighborhood for this car. And you can get it from tons of different sites, and from those sites you can get it in red and black. I definitely recommend it over the regular. Obviously, the Signature Series is going to be a little bit better, have a little bit more detail. and this definitely delivers. So with the 1/18 scale Bburago Signature Series Ferrari FXXK, it's the Diecast Man, signing off.